as we'll see Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks versus Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chris Wormley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's George. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, Great film watching and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Block off of play action. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Block now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 11 now.
They look to throw. It's Locke.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taking them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Homer, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now Shaw. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Here's Shaw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brissett to throw on 1st. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. That one to Swain, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Brissett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett
getting this ball out wide for Davis.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, Brissett. That's complete to Penny Hart. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's complete to Swain.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brissett sets to throw it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting them.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Brissett. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brissett. And that is incomplete here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hamler now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brissett now. That escapes the sand. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Here's Brissett. Open man is hard. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Touchdown! Freddie Swain, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And all the way home for a Bronco score. K.J. Hamler. 73 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. First down, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Hart. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brissett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 36, Schaub. Into the hands of his receiver, Humphrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give right side. George. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's George. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 24-21, and time a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Brissett. That's complete to Eskridge. And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot I had.